Hello everyone, it's Joanne, and happy Sunday evening if you're watching this now, but you may be watching it on Monday or another day. So I was cleaning our guest room, and I have a lot of old books and items that I have gotten from auctions in there. And I'm supposed to be cleaning it because my mom is coming to stay this week, but I got distracted, and I thought... as I was looking through these old books. Well, and also I just started, like yesterday, was it? Or the day before yesterday, a coffee shop. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's like Kofi. I think it's like a British company or Australian or something. But I also have an Etsy shop. But I decided to start a coffee shop because I thought, well, let me sell some of my lower priced items on there. And I don't know if I'll put some of these in there or not. I'm just getting started. You know, when you, if you have a shop, or if you have an Etsy or a Ko-fi or a shop like that, it takes time to upload all the photos and to write all the descriptions. And it's fun. I mean, it's not bad, but it just takes some time. So I have, I don't know, 5 or 6 little golden books, vintage little golden books in my Ko-fi shop. And I thought, well, I could put other types of old books too. So my mother and I, every so often, she lives in a small town, but they have a big warehouse there that they have 2 people who run it. Maybe 3. I think there's a son who helps them too, but a married couple, or I don't know if they're married. Anyway, this is becoming this big, long story. Okay. Anyway, these 2, a man and a woman who run it, and, they, have a business where they run these online auctions. And I also have a good friend of mine that does a similar business. So and I'm sure there's tons of people who do this, but this couple who runs it in my mom's small town, they have a ginormous warehouse, and they buy up items from people's homes, you know, when they have to downsize or if somebody passed away, you know, so, and they get a lot of vintage items, and they run these online auctions. And Mom and I haven't done one for a while now. But this was from the last one that we did. So maybe, I don't know, a couple months ago, maybe. But they're a lot of fun, and sometimes you can get some really good deals. Sometimes I can go a whole lot of vintage books for just a few dollars. And since my mom lives in the town, she can go pick them up easily, pick up the items. And then we have fun looking through the lots, and then we always are joking during the auction. Like, there'll be some big fuzzy, weird looking orange sweater or something, and we'll text each other and we'll be like, hey, why don't you get that one? No, I'm letting you have it, or, whatever. So it's just fun. And the auctions run for, a couple hours. And so, yeah, so it's just a lot of fun. So anyway, I was looking through some of these items because I was cleaning the room where they're in, and I thought, I forgot about these, and I haven't showed you these. So I had never heard of these magazines called Ford Times. So I'll kind of push these other ones off to the side a bit so you can we can see each one a little bit. So this is January, and I think I have January through like July. And then there's a gap of a couple months, and then there's October. So January 1957, so Ford Times. So I'm imagining this must be Ford cars, but I don't know. But it's, Ford Motor Company, Dearborn, Michigan. Okay, so I don't know how many years this magazine ran, or, how popular it was. I know nothing. I maybe should have Googled that before I came on here. Sorry, my throat's dry. I was taking some water, drinking some water. So it almost looks like a Reader's Digest the way it's laid out. But anyway, so I digress, as per usual. Get to the point, lady. All right, so I'm just going to kind of flip through it from the back here to the front. Look at those images, though. Wouldn't these be great they'd even be cute to make little frames with them, but I'm going to use them for junk journaling, of course, or I may sell some in my Ko-fi shop. So the reason I wouldn't sell them in my Etsy shop, I may, but Etsy takes a bigger cut, and Etsy, it's great, and I love Etsy. I'm a new seller, so I'm just getting used to the whole format of it, and you know, uploading items to the site. And I haven't sold a lot yet, but I think I will eventually. I mean, it's just, you know, I'm just getting started. So, but they take a larger cut. And so I thought, if I only want to charge a few dollars for an item like this, then I could put it on the Ko-fi site, because then they don't take a cut at all. There's no charge. So yeah. So anyway, that's okay. So that's January. Let me just flip through these a little faster. You're probably like, yeah, okay, get going here, lady. And just to see if maybe you can find some of these in your local thrift stores, or Maddie, if you're watching, my friend Maddie from Madeline Diet Designs, she goes to the Goodwill bins in her area and finds some really nice things like this once in a while. So I haven't seen Ford Times in her hauls yet. Maddie, if you're watching, get on it. Try to find this magazine. But she found some really neat stuff. And then she has live auctions on using StreamYard, I believe it is, on her site. So keep an eye out for those, because she sells things for pretty reasonable, and then you can get some good finds for junk journaling or other paper crafts or other crafts, or if you like fabric and lace and all of those fun things. So, and also my friend Sandra from Blossom and Inspire does a lot of live auctions now. She has one coming up on this Wednesday afternoon, and she also is very reasonably priced. And so if you keep an eye out for some of these people who are doing these live auctions, and you can get some really good deals if you're not able to find some of these types of things in your area, because sometimes you know, people cannot find, well, and different parts of the U.S. have different things that they find. Like this is from Michigan, but I live in Wisconsin, so maybe was more of a Midwest magazine. I don't know. But oh, look at those little mice. Oh, cute. Okay, come on, that's just adorable. So you could definitely make a cute, like what would you call it? Wildlife journal or junk journal, or like I'm trying to think of like forest animals, something like that. So a lot of themes that you can pull out of, especially these types of vintage magazines or books. You can pull a lot of these, lot of themes out of one magazine. It's like you could fussy cut out this little teapot here and use that in like a British themed, or a tea, you know, tea for two, or a tea party journal, junk journal, scrapbook, memory book, whatever you like to make. And yeah, so yeah, let me know if you're interested in these, and if you would like me to. Oh, this one has some water damage, so I wouldn't probably put this one up for sale, as you know, that wouldn't be nice to when it's so damaged. I probably would just use it myself, and yeah, so cut some of the images out, and some of the ones that are really damaged I wouldn't use then either. But some of these need to be aired out a little bit too. They have that basement smell, like someone probably stored them in a box in the basement. So they need to be out in the sun for a little bit. It might be on a hot sunny day here. Would be nice to put them out on my deck and let them air out a bit. So that was the May one, sorry, June 1957. And if I find more of these, I'm in my thrift shops or anywhere. I don't have a Goodwill bins near me. I have Goodwill stores, but I don't tend to find these type of items there. I do find little golden books occasionally at my Goodwill stores. Ooh, grumpy old woman and grumpy young woman. I don't know what that's about. Okay. Oof, man. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Frontier, it says. Okay. Why was I going back to front for some of them, and now I'm going front to back? Kind of switching it up, I guess. Okay. That was the June one. Here's a July one. So July 1957. I wasn't even born yet. Were you born yet? Paws and claws. That's funny. Okay. It's kind of interesting. I mean, I don't know. Was this kind of marketing for the Ford Motor Company and then just have other articles, like maybe taking road trips or something? That's a neat one. Look at this. This is like vanished 4th. So maybe 4th of July because they've got red, white, and blue, and neat. So yeah, sure the articles would probably be pretty interesting to read too, but I'm not going to. Let's just get real. I'm not going to read the articles unless there's one that looks particularly interesting. I do love to read, but I don't know if I want to read about some of the Ford Times articles. Okay, this is October 1957. Okay, Joanne, don't be all judgy about the Ford Times. Come on. All right, it's probably some interesting reading. I mean, hey, I'm not knocking it totally, but yeah, it's just I have so many books on my shelves to read already, and I'm not feeling. Oh, love it, love it, love it, love it when you find something like this, some vintage drawing. It looks like a house plan that somebody made. Wow, and they also put their list, their grocery list: 1 quart milk, 1 quart of chocolate. Wow, that's a lot of chocolate. 1 pint of half and half. So they were probably making what? Hot cocoa? That's cool. All right, I'm going to use that in a junk journal. You can guarantee that. Fun. Okay. All right. Okay. And as we're looking through these, I think this is the last one of this batch. All right, or this group. Okay. Unless I had some tucked under other books in the other room, I'll have to look through. But yeah, so let me know what kinds of books that you're looking for. If I put some of these types of things in my Ko-fi shop, like the little, like I said, I already have a bunch of little golden books in there, but what kind of other items would you like to see for sale? Yeah, okay, now this is a Family Circle from September 1954. And Family Circle is still being published, right? I don't know, because I never see it anymore. I see Women's Day in the bookstores or like Barnes and Noble, but I don't know if I see Family Circle anymore. Okay, so look at this. 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, $11,250. Okay, so let's look from the back. It's just easier for me, I guess, to flip from the back. I don't know why. Oh, look at that. And the cigarette ads like they used to have. Oh my gosh. Until they banned those, I guess, or they can they still have cigarette ads? I don't know. Okay, so look at all these ads though. Fun. Oh, look at that. We'll pay you 25 cents to have your dog try Milkbone. That's cute. All right, well, our dogs like Milkbones. We don't need to have them try them. They definitely like them. Except our little dog Princess. She had to have all her teeth removed because she had really bad teeth. Oh, look at the little baby and mama. That's cute. It's got toilet tissue. All right. Okay. Yeah, Princess had to have all her teeth removed. So she, I feed her this dehydrated food, and then I have these soft treats that she gets, so. But Marcia still eats the Milkbones. And Princess can still eat hard items. I mean, she just swallows them. But that just doesn't seem great. So I try to give her the soft stuff. So, ooh, I don't like mayonnaise. Okay, anyway. This is a lot of ads. Wow. There's a chicken pie. Okay. Neat. Okay, there's another cigarette ad. Okay. All right. Definitely these would be great to use in vintage junk journals. I mean, seriously, wow. So I really like this. Really like this a lot. Oh, there's a little baby one too. Gerber Baby Foods. It's a baby ads because it's a woman's magazine, I suppose. That's cool. All right. Anyway, so if you're interested in seeing some of these auction items, comment below because I can show you some of my other vintage books and magazines I've gotten. I'll dig through my stash, and it's good for me to look through them because I forget what I have. Oh, I like this. I love this one. Can you see all these? Am I in screen? I guess I should have checked a little better. Sometimes it's hard to see the whole length, but yeah, here's some old motor cars. Old cars. Wow. Looks like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Do you know that movie? So, yeah. Yeah, there we are. Oh, and I've had a couple comments. Barb, if you're watching, is one. And then someone else commented that they would like to see me create on screen. So what kinds of things would you like to see me create? You know, I'm a junk journaler, and I showed you some of my mixed media cards, but I'm not really into mixed media. I mean, I haven't done a lot with mixed media, so I'm still learning. I've definitely done a lot of junk journals, and I've made a lot of them over the years. I started during COVID, I believe, is when I first started making junk journals, because we were all kind of cooped up for a while, you know, and so I started making junk journals at that time. I love to make ephemera, and yeah, and I am a teacher. I'm a tutor, so I'm okay with teaching online. So I could do some tutorials, but I'm not maybe, you know, the best junk journaler out there. There's so many talented people who junk journal. But I do love it, and I have learned some various techniques over the years. So let me know if there's anything in particular you'd like me to show you. And also definitely let me know about these vintage books and magazines. And would you like to see them for sale? Do you need some? Do you easily find them in your area? Or would you like me to, I probably have 200 or 300 little golden books. Because so what happened was a couple years ago, a friend of mine, she got probably 50 or 75 of them for me. She got them from Facebook, and she knew I liked them, and I had done some babysitting for her, and so she got me a whole stash of them. So that kind of started me off with a lot. And then I have made several junk journals with them. Not 50. I mean, I probably have 8 to 10 junk journals I've made. Maybe more than that, because I've given some away as gifts. Gave one to a friend who had a baby, and then gave one to another friend for her birthday. So I've probably made about 10 junk journals from little golden books. But I have so many little golden books that I need to purge a bit, because, you know, we all only have so much room. You know, my craft room is small. I've expanded into the guest room, but I need to purge. And there are some little golden books that I may not use. So are you happy to see those? And then what other kind of books would you like to see for sale? So let me know that if you're interested. And then yeah, so there's just lots of questions. It's all about the questions. All right, so I'm gonna sign off because I definitely need to get busy and clean out my guest room. But I saw these and I thought, oh, I want to share them with my friends because I think they're fun, and I thought you would too. Oh, I forgot. As I'm rambling, the whole reason I came on was to show you this, because I found this one and then I found these other ones with it. I'm so silly. So this is a treasure to me. This was from one of the auctions, and it was a scrapbook that somebody kept, and they cut out magazine pictures and they made a scrapbook with it. And this one is all about England, this page. And I don't know what years these were, but they're so old, you can tell. And the pages of the scrapbook are fragile. You know how they have that paper that breaks down over the years, but it has that patina a lot of us like for junk journaling. Now, I don't like creepy clowns. Now, again, this reminds me of Sandra from Blossom and Inspire. I'll cut that one out and send that to her. Oof, she likes clowns, and the creepier the better. I think she makes a lot of fun Halloween stuff. I'm going to make sure I'm on screen, sorry. All right, Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. Okay, so that's, and then some cars, some fancy cars back in the day. This must be from the 50s, right? I feel like it's the 50s maybe. Okay, and some of the foods are orange juice, citrus. Oh, is that olives in there? Sliced, no, thank goodness. Okay, I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, I know that back in the day, there were some weird Jell-O creations. I had them at family reunions and at family gatherings. And I do not see why anyone should put shredded carrots into green Jell-O molds, but I guarantee it happened. And as a young girl who was kind of a picky eater, I was not having any of it. Ugh. I don't mind Jell-O. I don't really eat it anymore, but I used to. But not with the weird stuff in it. Not with the cabbage, the shredded carrots in it. It just, ugh. I don't want chunky Jell-O. I do not want chunky Jell-O. Call me picky, but there it is. There's a Jell-O mold. Now that one's more reasonable. It just has raspberries in it. But I do not like that inside cottage cheese. And what is that with the cottage cheese? Chunks of pineapple? Ugh. Okay, I'm glad I already ate because that's just making me feel a little sick. But if you just take out that middle part and just had the raspberry in the... Anyway, okay. It's just a scrapbook, Joanne. Don't get too wrapped up in it. This is interesting. Some old guys playing chess and having some liquor, and then the cat's there. You know, just a normal Friday night. All right. Uh-huh. Double Bubble. It's an old chewing gum ad. That's cute. I don't know, some other guys hanging out. Apparently, they always have to have some liquor on hand. This guy has something wrong with his forehead. That's really... Can you see that? What's going on there? He almost has like a... Poor guy has like a Frankenstein forehead. Yikes. I mean, it could happen, I suppose. I mean, you know, he's born that way. It's all right, but I'm sure he's still lovable. Was lovable. He's probably long gone now, but man, it's quite the forehead there. All right. Here's some TV cabinets. Remember when TVs used to be so huge? Okay. What's this woman riding in the back? Okay. Is she in the passenger seat? Or is she in the back seat? Maybe she's in the passenger seat and the car's just so long that she's... Okay, whatever. Rob Royce. This must be the original movie or something. Walt Disney's. I didn't even know Walt Disney did Rob Roy. Okay. All right, and this is so cool because this is a vintage Wizard of Oz images. Very neat. I will use these. I made a Wizard of Oz. Let me grab it if I've got it, you know, because you've got time. Here I was signing off, and now, okay, I made this Wizard of Oz junk journal. So, and I downloaded, I won't show you the whole thing, I'll just kind of show you, but see these old images? They look like these. So, and these are probably the original, and these were just copies that I bought like a digital kit on, you know, on, what was I going to say? Probably on Etsy. I think I buy all my digitals on Etsy, but I won't show you the whole thing, but I made a wand, and Rebecca Hoot, if you follow her, had done a Wizard of Oz camp, like a virtual camp, and I had participated and then made, so anyway, I always go off topic, and as my husband was asking me earlier, do you follow a script when you do the videos? And I'm like, no. He obviously hasn't seen any of my videos, because if he did, he'd be like, yeah, you obviously are not following a script. Okay, now this is a little disjointed. I don't know why we have like veggies here, stained glass window here, a candle, and then a little tyke in pajamas. Okay, but you know what? Hey, everybody has their own themes. Ooh, this is weird. Okay, dead stuffed birds on their heads. What's that about? This is pretty, was this like Jeffrey Dahmer's scrapbook or something? And I just happened to get it in an auction. I don't know. That's creepy. Sorry. I should not make jokes like that. That's really sad. Okay. I'm sorry. Just disregard that. This one, they used staples. They must have run out of glue. They really stapled this one up. Okay. And then what was kind of cool is they didn't complete this. So, or these came off, or no, they don't have any glue on them. So I had seen this when I got this scrapbook. I remember looking through this. Again, a bunch of dead birds. All right. So they had all these images that they probably were planning to adhere to the book, and then just, you know, it's like all of us, you have, you know, 10,000 projects. Ooh, another creepy clown. Okay, that's going to Sandra. So, you know, people have these projects like we do where they just don't complete them. Had a clock obsession here. All right, and peppers. That would have been better. The peppers would have been better on that veggie page. I mean, if you're going to do a theme, you know, do it. Maybe they got in a hurry and just thought, I'm just going to mix up the themes. And then later they found the peppers that would have gone with that theme. And they're like, darn it, I already adhered the little, you know, the little boy to that page. What was going on? Although I've had mishaps in the craft room too, so I get it. Yeah, see, these are the empty pages that they did not complete. So, could have had a few more dead birds. They had plenty of room here. Maybe add a few more dead animals. But there's nobody's name. There's no year on it. I mean, we just have to wonder who did this. Do you think this was a man or a woman who did? I think a woman, right? I don't know. Do you think? I don't know. My dad had scrapbooks, so it's not just a female thing. I mean, and nothing is just, in my world, is, I feel like, is anything can be for anybody. I mean, there's very talented men and women who do all kinds of different things. So, but I think typically in our junk journal world, we have some men, but then it seems to be probably a high percentage are women, right? So, but hey, I think it's great to have both genders doing this. It's a great hobby for anyone, so. All right, anyway, I'm going to go off, you know, I'm going to start seeing more weird stuff if I keep on with it. If you're watching this, you're like, okay, well, it's like almost 9 o'clock here. I'm getting a little punchy, right? Okay. All right, thanks, everyone. Let's just forget some of what I said. All right, so thank you. Thanks for tuning in. I'm sorry. I have a weird sense of humor, so don't take anything I say too seriously, okay? Just don't hold it against me. Don't judge me, please. All right. Anyway, thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye. Hopefully you enjoyed a couple laughs with me. All right. Bye-bye.